Hello again, this is Barry Hudson with Realty Acquisitions, your neighborhood hometown home buyer. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to share with you a little bit about my history. I grew up in southwest Arkansas in a normal family. We didn't have a lot of money, but we always never hurt for anything. Played sports pretty much all the way through high school. Did a lot of hunting and fishing and was fortunate enough, that my dad spent a lot of that time with me. Had a wonderful mother she was our taxi driver. Took me to all my practices, but most importantly, she took me fishing, and that was a great deal. Now, I also grew up around cattle and farming because my grandpa had a spread out there in the country, and I was typically free labor, but it taught us some good, work ethics and a lot of good values. I share the roost with one wonderful sister and two brothers when I was growing up, but I'm the oldest. And I'm proud to say that Mom and Dad have been married for 53 years and they're still going strong. Now, after I got out of high school, I had the deal. I was going to go to the United States Marine Corps, and sure enough I did. I signed the paper, and here I go. And I was a little taken back by it for a while, but it got pretty good because I never had to leave the state of California the whole tour. I think they call that a Hollywood Marine. And after I got out of the Marine Corps, I got with a couple of real large construction companies and kind of traveled around doing big projects, basically on paper mills and whatnot. And also gave me a good opportunity to sow my wild oats, if you will. My mom will still tell you to this day that I stayed out for recess just a little long, but that's what moms do. Now, I also got involved with golf, which led me to golf course management, which led me to landscaping, something I grew to love a lot. And over the years, I've managed some companies from time to time doing that. Even went back to school, got a little degree in manufacturing technology, and worked with an aerospace manufacturing company for several years there. Shortly after that, the magic happened. I met her, the woman of my dreams, and boom, we were married, and all of a sudden I'm in Kansas City, mainly because she grew up here. When I first got to Kansas City, I really didn't know what to think. I was a little bit apprehensive, but year after year, I enjoy it more and more as we go. It just drips of a real rich, unique culture. It's kind of like New Orleans. There's nothing like that. Well, it's the same thing here in Kansas City. One of the things that I was excited about when I got here, and I had to go check it out, was the barbecue. You always hear about the barbecue. You got the originals, which is the Arthur Bryant's and the Gates, but there's a lot of barbecue places here that are equally as good, and I really love this stuff. Now, we are big Chiefs fans, and if you follow them like we do, it was almost a broken heart the other day to see them fall like that in the playoffs. But they'll be back. We like to go out to the Royals game, especially the Kauffman Stadium that they updated. There's so much to do out there, and we try to get out there whenever we can. Now, people that really know me to the core know I'm a Razorback through and through. Sorry, Mizzou. And I'll just take this opportunity to go ahead and congratulate you on a great season of football. Good luck next year. Well, that's kind of enough about my background and whatnot, and my stomping grounds here in the Kansas City area. I'll tell you a little bit more about the company and my role in it. Realty Acquisitions operates under the principal Realty AQ LLC. Really, the little AQ is just short for acquisitions. And this thing started well over 22 years ago back in St. Louis, and started up here in Kansas City in 2001. Over the whole span of this thing, the principals have done well over 5,000 real estate transactions. And I even bought 54 houses in 13. I'd like to do 80 this year. But, I think that the most enriching thing and most endearing thing that I encounter being a part of this team are the people that I'm associated with that I call my friends. It's very humbling, and I don't have enough gratitude. you know, to be exposed to people, because that's so rare anymore, to be exposed to people, you know, that are really jewels in your life. You know, and another thing that really got to me was that automatically I knew we were on the same page, because we all had this same attitude to strive to cultivate integrity in every little thing we do. We've even got a little saying that's become a rule, and that is, don't lie, don't cheat, and treat folks like you'd like to be treated, because life is complicated and, you know, crazy enough. Just following those couple of little standards and values, you know, life is so enriched, and it's so rare that people get to enjoy the quality of life. It makes it so much sweeter and simple. Well, that just about wraps up a brief history about me and the company and my role in it. You know, I wanted to do this because, you know, in the event that we do cross paths and have an opportunity to meet in the future, or perhaps do business, you'll feel a little more comfortable with me and Realty Acquisitions. So, from my family to yours, I'd like to wish you a happy and healthy 2014. Thank you so much for your time.